looking pensive. I guess I'm not the only one that's a bit worried about our long-term plans after school, compared to Liz. But we got the whole year still. What about you, Damon? Don't really have a big goal set. Only reason I'm going here is because it's the closest school to our home. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. Well, Damien, you know I keep telling you about planning ahead. I know, but I like keeping my options open. So what are you doing in school? I just picked out any classes that seemed interesting to me. Though I gotta say, home economics class is pretty fun. I get to make food in class and eat it too. Yeah, home economics is something that they should still do in school. From learning skills in a class like that, you'd be a perfect husband. Yeah, wait, what? What? But to get back to my point, that art contest. Yeah, I've never seen a culinary class here. I did something that was kind of like home EC, and it was easy. It was like, I remember doing a little bit of cooking related stuff. I remember doing like sewing, like some other things. It was nice. That teacher was actually really nice. She's amazing. But like, honestly, if I could do it again, I would. But it was just like that one-time thing. But to get back to my point, that art contest, if I win and get that interview, it's an insane advantage. I'll say. By the by, Olivia, did you submit something for the art contest? Oh. She looks always slightly deflated. Yeah, there are a few classes I do again, but overall, fuck school. Schools here just really suck. No. Really? Oh, there goes the hat. Oh crap, I might have a chance then. Hey Liz, that sounds a certain way. Ah, sorry. I didn't mean it like that. Olivia rolls her eyes and really goes back to munching on her chips. Mr. Yagan said you were really into painting, and I really liked the portrait of me you'd made. Whoa, she what? Her suspicious leer is now replaced by a murderous glare. Yep, lunch is the perfect time to eat my feet. Oh, Nebula. Wait, where's the hat? Yeah, when she... when Olivia said no, they all just were like, the fuck? And when she swung her head back down, the hat came off. Anyway. Lunch is the perfect time to eat my feet. I haven't actually seen any of her real work, only something she'd done out of boredom. Olivia's eyes close as she inhales deeply, the air of neutrality returning to her once she reopens them. She looks me up and down again, as though something will be different this time. Can't. What's that mean? Besides, even if I could, they're gonna be looking for the best artist here, so you gotta show that to them with how good your art is. But I just don't want them to look at me and feel like they have to give me a reward out of pity. Damien's face is frozen mid-bite, his sandwich losing its meat integrity by the second as his eyes flick between Olivia and I. I can practically hear the blaring alarm in his head as his brain catches fire trying to connect dots. I want to be judged for my art and not. Olivia struggles to formulate the next words and lets out a weary sigh. It would just feel undeserved. How? Yeah, how? Damien, shush. Has that ever happened before? Do people really do that? You weren't there for it. Some losers even used to tell me to take advantage of it. Why not? That was a bad move. Dude, seriously? Why? So I constantly get reminded of myself, so I can't separate myself from work, so I can get complacent of being worse, so I can eventually rely on it, so the playing field can be even. That's a lot all at once. I'm not even sure I got all that, but I definitely touched a nerve I shouldn't have. No, sorry. Ellen brushes her hair down. Look, I don't want to get awards and plays I haven't earned. I'm seriously not that good. I really wouldn't win. She sighs and takes a long sip of cola. Not even I would say something like that. God damn. Like, I wouldn't just be like, why not? Like, that would have been obvious. Can I see some of your work? No. And she really shouldn't put herself down like that. I get it, a lot of students here are crazy good at art. Some are probably better now than I ever will be, and they're just starting. It's pretty scary to think about. I mean, like that landscape in the city near the principal's office. Landscape? Hold on, I took a shot of it. It's a bit tough getting my camera out now with all the books I need for class in the way. I'll contest my backpack taking my treasured DSLR out last. I defined the shot in questions in the menus. I'm trying to play towards everyone else so they could see the glamour shot. A freshman made that painting just from looking at it. I can see why it won first place. I drew that. Oh. Her name isn't on it, isn't it? My brain finally makes the connection with the signature on the mural. That was you? Is it that much of a shocker to you? Quite a bit, yeah, it looks amazing. I mean, it's whatever. Had to have some dumb guide help me out, so it isn't like I was the one who did it all. So when you say you can't enter, it's because you only won once? Yeah, basically. She looks away from us, eating her chips in silence. I've heard the expression of being one's worst critic, but I'd never expected Olivia to kick herself this hard. I mean, mentally kicking myself thrice over just for thinking that last part. What, something wrong, Liz? Did you bite her tongue or something? Why is she imitating one of those picture plants right now? Liz? What's with the look, long neck? Just surprised to see you, in better spirits is all. You're making it weird. Don't make it weird. Yeah, it's been ages, Olivia. To think a Randy like Inky here got you to open up like this in just 2 days. He gestures to me. What do you do, man? The girl in question freezes. Damien's thoughtless comments have thrust her into self-awareness. And she just leaves. Olivia, wait. She's gone. Oh, she did give a warning. Yeah, I was just excited she was making good progress. Honestly, because this is the internet is killing itself or whatever, I think I'm gonna end the stream earlier than anticipated. So I'm gonna probably we'll see. The rest of lunch we spent trying to talk about Liz's art progress. Damon looked like he wanted to try bringing Olivia back into the conversation, but no one had any idea where she had gone. Still, a part of me thinks she wants to talk, so why doesn't she? Sadly, a question for another time, as Olivia's departure seems to signal the end of lunch. At least Liz and Damien waved goodbye, leaving me to clean up all the trash on the table, including everything I'd removed from my backpack. Darn it. Just thinking when I should end this stream. Photography class comes and goes. Since we're partners, Yadigan gives Ben and I the green light to walk around the campus. Ben shows me around to see his prime photo spots and as such becomes my impromptu tour guide. It's actually pretty neat to see all the parts of the school that I haven't explored yet until now. Places like the music hall and recreational pool were the most interesting to see. Currently at the courtyard, Ben points out the views of the outer landscapes around the school. No wonder why Ben was eager to show me. These views are impeccable. But while he's explaining the image he has in his head, my mind still wanders back to Olivia. I wonder what I did to make her express herself so much. Inko? Inko. Huh? I was asking you if you'd be available sometime during the weekend to take photos. Oh, I'm free on Saturday. Excellent. We can meet up back here. Sounds good. As we head back to class, I begin to think that there's something I can do in history class. Back in history class, Miss Procklin continues prattling on about, and after a final offensive that left the entire city of Triceratops destroyed, the hegemony was defeated. The Chthonian hegemony was defeated, bringing an end to their crimes against both dino and humankind. Oh, my brain. With that, the Dino-Human War came to an end and peace was finally declared after 10 years of strife. Of course, there was a matter of rebuilding and dousing all those fires still burning, as well as what to do with all the bodies and... Okay, that's when you're like... Okay. Jan, I should probably care more about Procklin's lecture since history is extremely strong in cultural connotation, but man, is it boring. Ahead of me, Olivia has returned to her default sullen, deflated gloom. She's not glaring back at me, so she's probably over whatever that was. Or she still doesn't know I'm here. Boy, will that be entertaining to see, assuming I don't end up with a mechanical pencil jammed through a lens. The other students are similarly bored, only occasionally marking down something whenever it sounds like it'll be on a review sheet at the end of the week. There is, of course, no more note passing today. Miss Prockling's fusion yesterday must still be on their minds. There won't be any more chances given, and even though she doesn't seem threatening on her own, the consequences will be dire. Yeah, concussive. Especially if she can call Solly over like her own personal enforcer. There's simply no getting around it. This is just a period we all have to sit through. And there isn't even any solidarity to be had in our shared misery. It's simply the reality of high school history class. The only saving grace is that she isn't stalking around the room looking for us to do something wrong. Instead, we're being lectured at. My hand mechanically copies out whatever she's written on the board, and while I should also be paying attention to what Miss Brockling was saying, I'm more certain that we'll be reading the exact same things from our heavy textbook. Alright, so my eyes wander away from her and the board to scan over my peers, all equally as bored and feigning interest. Eventually, there's a bit of movement ahead of me. What's she up to now? Olivia folds a sheet of notebook paper back and forth discreetly, creating a deep crease. She then licks her finger and runs along the crease and gently pulls. The paper rips along the seam silently. Oh, is she really risking it? What she even got to gain is just a note passing game. Maybe she feels bad because she got caught yesterday. Oh boy. Olivia passes a note to her left. The student next to her raises an eyebrow but surprisingly takes the note and immediately passes it on without looking at it. One by one, my classmates pass the note along to the next. Nobody dares to open the note and write something in. Surreptitiously, I surreptitiously keep track of the note in the corner of my eye as I make its circuit around the room. Thankfully, Miss Prockling's eyes are focused on the board when I feel a tap on my shoulder. I reach for my ear as if to give it a scratch, and the folded page is pushed into my waiting fingers and against my ear. As I feel an edge grind against my earlobe, I chew my lip to keep the hiss of pain contained. Ouch. Probably unintentional, but a paper cut still stings bad, especially on such a fleshy part. My fingers toy with the bundle of paper now at my desk. No one else is bothered with it. I wouldn't exactly call it an empty canvas, but there could be potential here. There's a crumpling noise beneath my fingertips. Must have unfolded it while I was thinking. Looking at the sole doodle on the sheet, I see a pretty simple rat drawing with a very realistic hand next to it, giving a thumbs up. There's plenty of space this time, and Miss Prockley is preoccupied at the front. I doubt she'd even notice. The temptation is there, making my fingers itch at finally giving a real chance to do something fun in this sleep-inducing class. In fact, I have the perfect idea in mind that catch Olivia's attention, if that doesn't ruin everything that is. She's not uncompassionate, but Miss Prockley has a lot less tolerance for horseplay in her class. We probably wouldn't get another chance. And going by Coach Solly's one-chance policy, and how these guys aren't even considering playing along, I bet it really wouldn't be pretty. Kind of makes me concerned for Olivia. I could just hold on to the note and give it back after class. Heck, Olivia would never even know. I don't think she even knows I'm in the class. A half pipe? Wait, what? Half pipe. Oh my god. Wouldn't that be kind of offensive? Oh my god. don't think I want to do that. Uh, it just feels wrong. Or like drawing a disabled person at like a skate park, right? Maybe, but like my head's hurting just from thinking about all this. Like I would just personally, I'd just hold on to the sheet until after class. But like I am curious on what happens. I mean, she obviously wants activity, but like that's a shit thing to do in my opinion. Because I'm just thinking about like how someone else would react. Wheelchair or not, it's a person who uses a wheelchair, right? And you're drawing them on a half pipe, which I just found out what that is. So skating, like a skating park or something, like skateboarding or something. Like, I don't know. At least drawing something is what she wanted. And plus, if I'm not even good at drawing, I'm gonna get dodgeballed to the face. Fuck it. What's life without a bit of risk? I wait for Miss Pronkling to start a new tangent and make sure I have enough time. She just said something about the single consonant movement, time to move. This is going to be basically a stick figure, but it's just a doodle. If only you could doodle photograph. I'm not sure what I mean by that. I also don't know how to draw a wheelchair. In the end, it looks more like an abstract depiction of a bow-legged T-Rex than what I wanted. Oops, it'll have to do. I tried it one last time as if I had the conceptualization to improve it. Ah, well, I passed the note forwards, careful not to notify the teacher. Olivia takes the note over her shoulder, once more not checking it. She seems to deflate a bit on opening the note, probably because of all the blank space. Didn't look like she recognized whatever I did either. Maybe I should talk about it with her after class. I don't know, seems like an okay thing to do. She just passed the note again. What? Once for the process, students taking the note and passing it along without looking at it. Oh, this time it's a little more collectively annoyed. It probably won't go around again. Why the heck would Olivia send the note around again? Nobody's going to change their mind and draw something now. Is it desperation? Thoughtlessness? Whatever it is, the note's coming my way again. Once I take it, I confirm that yes, once again, nobody else wrote anything. However, there's a new doodle of a rat with a flamethrower from Olivia. Cute. A rat with a flamethrower. Alright, guess this time I'll draw. How about adding myself to the sketch of the half pipe? This time I just depict myself as a stick figure. No use trying to go outside my skill level for a note passing game. It's simple enough to do. I even include my sunglasses. Yeah, I'm liking this. Maybe I should also make sure Miss Pronkling isn't looking my way. Yeah, she's not right now. I'm in luck. Alright, time to pass this on. I pass the note forward once more. Olivia pinches the nose between two fingers, still not looking back. I keep saying that, but I guess it's not weird. Why would you look back in that situation? The Windows Movie Maker rat? What? She checks the note and looks a bit down again. She glances up to the corner I'd drawn in. What the fuck? What the fuck? Okay. I had a fucking heart attack and I saw a little green thing. Oh, it's her tail. I nearly fall out of my seat from the sudden loud noise. There's a moment of unwavering silence before a voice speaks up. Miss Halford. The girl in question shrinks in her seat in embarrassment. Sorry, Miss Brooklyn. I saw a spider. Miss Franklin simply sighs, muttering herself and turning her attention back to writing more notes on the board. She nods her head slowly, just enough to be able to make eye contact with me. While she eyes me with judging contempt and curiosity, I see her hand is tenderly massaging the tip of her tail. Looking at the floor, I think she managed to chip the linoleum. As soon as Procling turns around to continue teaching, Olivia scribbles something down. She turns to look at me once more, hesitating. Then she flicks the note in my direction. It completely misses me. I try to catch it in midair, but end up slamming my face onto my desk to get it. Mr. Nito, what was that noise? I pulled the note into my sleeve, trying to keep my injured eye open. The teacher probably meant the foot stomping. I found that spatter, Miss Procling. The teacher grimaces. That better be cleaned up by the end of class then, Mr. Nito. Yes, ma'am. I breathe a sigh of relief as my excuse weathers Miss Procling's stare. She turns a few pages in a textbook lying on her desk, instructing the class to do the same as she searches for something. She's distracted. I can finally see what Olivia drew. There's now a surprisingly detailed dodgeball whizzing towards my stick figure's head. I want to be upset, but I find myself admiring her motion lines. Seriously, she could be an animator. I'm all over what to add and settle on giving the large rat sunglasses as well. A few seconds later, she looks twice as cool as before. I look up to Olivia, pondering how to give it back to her, when a sinister idea comes to mind. Her hood hangs open as it rests on her back. It's a tough spot, but... Bingo. Olivia scratches the back of her neck and finds a note. She looks back with squinted eyes, judging my intent and scanning me for foul play. She mouths something at me, a question I think, but I'm not the most apt lip reader, especially when said lips are thrice as long as a human's. So she unfolds the page, and seconds later she's already added a new sketch and folded it up. Holy shit, this is quick. The note lands neatly on my desk this time, and I inspect the latest edition. More rats doing decidedly non-rat activities. I wonder what she'd think of a cat this time. We continue passing the sheet back and forth, adding new sketches and adding to others. My fingers are starting to tire. Miss Prockley addresses Olivia. Alright, Miss Halford, you may leave now. Everyone else, you may take the last 5 minutes to start on your homework. Olivia takes her time to pack away her supplies, occasionally glancing my way. Oop. Gone is the paranoia. It has now become just plain confusion. As if I wouldn't play the doodle game thing with her. Even as she wheels out